Oh my God, it's been a crazy week with these wildfires up in Canada. We got burned out of my Nordegg research site. For those of you who know, sorry, my radium research site. For those of you who know, I have two main research areas, one in Alberta, one in British Columbia, one I call Radium, Survivorman Radium, one I call Nordegg, which was Survivorman Nordegg. I filmed the Jeff Meldrum sequences and whatnot, and some of the John Bitternagel stuff. Jeff Meldrum's sighting was a North expedition a couple weeks ago. Is that a couple weeks ago now? Time's all kind of distorted and been crazy. So I was in. So I've come out with two, a gentleman and his son, all the way from England. Is it England?
England, Manchester.
Manchester, from Manchester, England, and we got totally. We went into Nordegg. We had a good time there. We had a Sasquatch watching us there that we have evidence to substantiate that they were around, and then we bolted over here to Radium because Ashley, thank you Ashley for helping us out with that. She informed us and found a way for us to get back over to Radium, and I had to get here because literally when I got burned out, what happened was I was with two expeditioners, Bill and Brett, and we saw the fires getting closer, and we were flying the drone. Everything seemed cool. I flew the drone up. I literally saw the fires like hitting the road, the only exit road. It was right on the road. I literally said, guys, 10 minutes. Packed up the drone, left everything here, food and all, and was evacuated and not allowed to come back to the area for 10 days. I couldn't even sneak back in, and believe me, I tried, because I knew there was food left out, and I didn't want a bear to get at it. So, but the trailer's undamaged. No bear got into the trailer. We just saw a couple black bears today now, right?
Yeah, we saw a black bear cub.
Yeah, we saw a black bear cub on the road. The mom was around somewhere. We didn't see her, and we droned up and saw a beautiful black bear boar just today. So I'm gonna sit this down. Hey Todd, it's William James from NC. Hello, Wild Beast Stampede. Thank you for tuning in today. So I'm gonna put this up like this. So the only sound you can hear is the generator. Try to get in a
You might hear
position.
the fire crackling a bit.
And there's a fire over here. Oh, are we getting a good signal? Oh, the signal just comes. No, there we go. So, and I've got the English here. So we're over the English, English versus the United States. The Braveheart, dislike the English kind of stuff. So they're having a really good expedition. They're going to come into the show in a few minutes. If you have questions for expeditioners, and this expedition is very special because all the way from Manchester.
Oh yeah.
Manchester, England. I'm working on my accent. I know it's a little weak. Apologies. He brought his son, his 14-year-old. This is also the first expedition ever that I brought 14-year-olds. Two punk-ass 14-year-olds. One from across the pond. This is mine, and that's his. So these are the boys out here, a couple 14-year-olds. The youngest expeditioner that I've ever had out. So if you have questions for those young men as well, we'd love to hear it. Everybody's saying hi. So how are we gonna sit this down, guys?
This chair's wet. Should we get
Get a dry chair.
I can just sit down on
Portugal. So we're you know what? Once we hit places like that, we're worldwide. So you know what the boys can do? The boys can get behind their dads, and you punk asses can stand up.
I'll get a wet bum.
Yeah, get a wet bum.
I'll
Yeah,
get a
you're
wet
gonna have
bum.
to stand up there. So Thaden, you're gonna have to. Yeah, we'll be there. So lots of questions. Hello from Florida. Medicine Hat. That's here in we're in BC. That's in. What's up, Todd? Hello. Aloha from Hawaii. So we got Portugal, Hawaii, all over the United States, here in Canada. Hey, Todd. Great to catch you live. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. And thanks for being here, Andy. So the boom is out here. How's your experience been out here?
It's just been breathtaking. We've never been over this way, so to come out and see these views and
completely surreal.
Oh, mountains, rivers, and then just to see footprints and tree breaks.
Right.
Oh wow.
So, and guys, man, just with the tree breaks and stuff. So let's talk about the tracks that we discovered. So
Yeah.
what did we see for tracks
So
in Nordegg?
yeah, we were kind of doing a little tour around to the river,
Mhm.
and then we saw various tree breaks, and then we saw a really big tree break. Was it on a maple?
No, that was a tree break.
You one with the footprints were?
Oh, that was just a Rocky Mountain Douglas fir.
Yeah, so that was my first experience with the footprint.
Yeah.
I took the socks and shoes off.
Yeah.
And put my foot barefoot into the footprint.
What was significant about the footprints?
How deep it was? Like 3 inches deep, and it was really long. You know, I mean,
And wide.
wide, long, and the way the toes went really deep, like you could feel that each individual toe as you put your foot in.
Now that we have to do this, I'm sorry, guys. Do you think a man could have done that?
No.
Was there any people out there in Nordegg?
No.
So, you know, like,
Wait.
you're out in the hella middle. Like, how backcountry crazy are we, guys?
It took about an hour and a half
Mm.
from the main road
Mm.
across country,
Yeah.
without seeing a soul,
Yeah.
into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, deep bush. And where were those tracks? What are those tracks?
Just
Directions.
Looking straight at us and what we were doing.
The tracks that we saw that were looking at our campsite was
Mm.
at the back of the hill where Jeff Meldrum saw his.
That's right.
Yeah.
Witnessed this.
That's right. It was only a
So-
couple hundred yards from where Jeff Meldrum saw Sasquatch.
Yeah.
As it stands on its right foot, it's got a perfect view of us. And as it stands on its left foot, it's got another perfect view.
That's
And
right.
we could tell by the height, and it was just perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect vantage point.
So, how convinced are you that those were Sasquatch tracks?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
99%.
what were they? 17-inch, and they were about
Yeah,
5
big.
foot apart.
Right.
That's a big
right.
gate. you
Yeah.
know, So. Yeah.
So, why were we up there looking in that area for tracks, Thaden? This is my son,
Uh,
Thaden.
I hope that I saw something up there.
What'd you see?
A tall figure.
So, and just like in behind the trees. Are you shy here?
Yes, I
You
don't
can't be
like-
shy. Okay, he's been on camera before. I'd be on camera many times. So, and then and we saw tree breaks that were pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
So, lots of cool stuff here. What else? So you saw structures today. So they went to the Penner Playground,
Kind of
James,
playground, yeah.
right? And Bill and all the people that have been to the Penner Playground. What'd you guys think of that?
Crazy.
Insane.
Phenomenal.
It's you know, you see why they call it a playground, because
Yeah.
it's just structures, tree breaks, bends, twists. It's intertwined. It blows you.
Impossible.
It blows your mind. You know,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
believe it.
Pretty
So,
amazing.
yeah.
What'd you think of it, Dane?
It was. Oh my god. Twists, turns, things being weaved into other trees, tree breaks. It was insane.
Tree
Yeah.
breaks in the structures, which is
Yeah.
another thing that we
That's
found quite
that's
a
a
lot.
style out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a style that we see in radium.
A style out here, but we didn't see in Nordegg, did we?
No.
Only-
No.
No, well, we didn't. But the Nordegg structures you've seen on TV, and they're kind of torn down.
Yeah.
So Nordegg, here's an English word, guys. Nordegg's been kind of besmirched by
There you
people.
Yeah.
So I keep losing good vision here. So it's been besmirched by people. The structures have been torn down by a bunch of people. I'm going to say something very derogatory about. Trying to be nice. You tear down a Sasquatch structure because of your ego and because you're a jerk. I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
So it's awful. But here in radium, guys, the structure that I showed you, that's closer that we saw yesterday. You think people are ever going to find that?
No.
Do you know the structure I was most impressed with?
Mhm.
The one that's been bent over and then locked into place
I mean the tree break.
at the top of the trail.
The tree break, you mean?
It's been locked. It's bent over and locked down.
The whole tree.
At the top of that trail when we were on the electric bikes yesterday.
Right. But that's a tree break though.
Oh right.
Right. It's just a tree break, and
Yeah.
the tree's been bent underneath it.
Yes.
Yes. So
That's right.
it's a tree break,
Yeah.
and it is. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've done a video on it yet, but we talk a lot about tree breaks. But guys, when you there's a tree. So imagine a tree standing up maybe 30 feet away from a tree break. They break the tree and then they jam this. They break a tree to make a tree break, and then they take another tree and bend it underneath, perfectly measured. Like it's mind blowing. What did you guys think of the boom? So we talk about the boom a lot.
Yeah.
These gentlemen, all these three have witnessed the boom, the mark of the boom. So guys, that's not a Sasquatch track. That's just the ground just grew that way,
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
right?
18 inches, 3 inches
18
deep.
inches. Sorry, James, you got. So this is James from England. I have James from British Columbia here, and James has been pushing me like, Todd, why are you being such a? It's not 17. James is out there right now going, it's 19. I'm going, no. 18's hard enough because 8's so big, guys.
Yeah.
So heavy in the ground, right? I mean, did you have any doubt that the ground grew that way, or that?
No.
I mean,
It was just so obvious.
I mean,
it takes your
as you
breath away.
step,
Yeah.
you go down. You
Yeah.
immediately go down. There's
Mhm.
no way it can grow that way.
There's the definition of toe prints inside of the footprint.
yeah. So pretty amazing.
And the fact that it was looking straight at our campsite as well. It's,
Yeah, the boom was pointing towards there, and that's where we heard it on a Jason Shoot expedition. The track was discovered on the Logan Craig expedition by Craig. So credit to all those people. So many people out here doing stuff. And really, so no sightings, guys? No live interactions?
Not yet.
No. No.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had a couple of noises that could be. Can't quite
We've
distinguish,
heard like
but-
sort of branches snapping, haven't we? And like what we thought were rocks clacking together.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
we put the apples out, didn't we, the other night?
Oh, we haven't checked the apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we'll have to go check them. So.
Yeah, so
so-
me and James put a couple of apples out, and I stood on your shoulders and put them really
Right,
high
just
up
like
in
Survivor
the-
Man style. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll have to go look at that. What, Faden, you put some rocks up. You stacked
Yeah.
some rocks.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I stacked rocks. They got played with by Sasquatch
Why do you say that? What makes you think it was a Sasquatch?
because nobody comes out here.
Okay, but what if a squirrel did that or a bear?
They're moved in an intricate way that's like a puzzle piece getting put together.
Yeah. What do you think of the movement you saw there?
It was done by something intelligent, wasn't it?
Like, isn't it brilliant? You know what, James? Sorry, Stu. I don't think I could have done that. That was so brilliantly put together. What they did is they took out. So Thaden had a crappy rock that didn't fit.
Yeah.
They took out the crappy rock. Was that on the ground in front?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
it
it
was.
was.
Yeah.
They just dumped. They're like, this doesn't fit. This doesn't work. And they made those rocks all tight in a beautiful kind of way. You really like, guys, when you see the breaks, when you see these rock stacks, what kind of a? Do you think it's just some smart gorilla?
It's the way they were put
No.
pieced together. It's almost like Thaden put them there, and then
Mm.
the Sasquatch showed him how to piece them together, like a jigsaw.
Right.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
in the back.
brilliantly, like just
Yeah.
brilliantly. So
Like saying yours wasn't right, theirs is right.
yeah, you know, and so we're talking about this right now. I totally agree. So let's see if we have some questions here, guys. So all the way from Jolly, England.
Yeah.
Hello, near Nia Bay. Hello, near Nia Bay. Seen these human species? Hey, Todd from Ohio. Hello. They must be psychic and can hear us before they even think about seeing them. Plus, well, I agree with that. I say telepathic so much less than psychic. I'm not sure about the term psychic. Other animals not knowing what's going on. Absolutely, there are. I'm a country boy from southern Ohio, the grassman land. Yeah, I don't think Sasquatch are green though. I've heard about the Ohio grassman being green. I don't buy that for a second. Love being outside like you. What do you guys think of the wilderness out here in Canada?
Oh,
It's insane.
it just blows you away, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
we
I grew
saw.
up here, so I can.
I always wanted to see a bald eagle. We saw it on the way.
That- Yeah.
But just the ice baths in the
Oh right.
like turquoise blue rivers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's just stunning, and
Yeah.
the mountains and
Incredible.
So-
And clouds on the mountains.
you're
low
going.
clouds.
You sort of going around every corner, and I'm like
Yeah.
gasping. It's just
Head on a swivel constantly.
yeah, taking
Yeah.
your breath away. It's ridiculous.
Totally beautiful.
So beautiful.
We're drinking the water. We're ice bathing in the water.
We're eating berries.
Connecting to the land.
Right.
Todd teaches us about the berries and the mushrooms, and
Right. Well, I don't know much about the mushrooms. I'm learning about the
we're
mushrooms.
getting
so.
there.
Yeah.
There's none in
He's
New
going to be selling them soon.
Might be the next business. I might be financing Sasquatch with mushrooms. So Andy puts up. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. We're having so much fun out here. Hey, from Michigan. Oh, hey Todd. Good evening, everyone. This is Central Michigan and Bigfoot and Wildlife. Thanks for tuning in today, my friend. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. South Texas. Hello, Melissa. Audio's fine, Todd. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're talking a little bit loud. Hi, Christy. Watching you from Scotland.
Yeah.
Glad you're back with no damage to your camp. Hello, Chrisley. So, you guys, tell us about Scotland, guys.
Oh, it's,
Oh,
it's like
it's second best to here, I would say.
yeah.
Really?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
places around here that remind us of Scotland. So
Mhm.
Glencoe and that sort of the Cairngorms and mountains, lakes, but. The weather, it tends to rain a lot in Scotland, but
Yeah.
we've had some really nice weather here, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Oh,
This has been
gorgeous.
the first day where we've had a bit of rain.
Yeah, we needed it for the forest fires. They didn't
Yeah.
quite put them out, but they did a lot of do that. So,
Turned the rivers brown, didn't it?
Yeah.
Jess says, "Great to see the kiddos with you." Yeah, this is yeah, it's really cool for me and this is like I've taken my children out here to kind of walk around a little bit here and there, but this is like a full-fledged, full-blown 7 days, 6 nights bushwhacking expedition,
Yeah.
hiking backcountry into the wilderness. No sympathy for these young ass punks grinding their little tushies, and they're doing great. So, hello, Mark. Hey, Mark, how's it going? So Mark's been out here, guys. Mark made some big discoveries with us. So, Colorado. Hello from Seymour, Connecticut. Good luck from Marcus. Thank you. Everybody's saying good evening. There's James Penner. So we were at the Penner Playground.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
James
Hi,
that
Mr.
discovered.
About the ice bath, I was walking on my hands underwater.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's crazy.
So he's trying to show off, get next level. He's ice bathing like really second to nobody. The ability he's out there ice bathing. He went handstanding in freaking glacier water. But he also, this man lied to us, guys. So
Yeah,
we were in the
yeah.
we were in the Cardinal River in Alberta, which
Yeah.
was cold, very cold. The water was flowing.
Yeah.
We're all like, it was cold. We come out here. He's the first one in the water. He goes, It's cold. Put your hand in the air if he was lying. That's 3 hands in the air. It was colder. It was freaking freezing. It was beautiful water.
I'm from North England. What do you expect?
Yeah,
I'm
but
used to it.
this is glacier freezing water. There's no glaciers in North England. Oh my God. So I'm wanting to take a local house and do an investigation, as there's said to be solid white near me, looking for some advice, suggestions before last I set up my trip. So just going out, Donald, is starting over. I mean, look for tree breaks, listen to the legends of the area, local people. Half the time the Sasquatch don't want you there. So you're gonna have to find, even knowing the tree breaks, like I've been showing these guys, when Sasquatch don't want you around tree breaks, as opposed to Sasquatch do want you around. And that's a little bit complicated. Maybe watch the Survivor Man Bigfoots. I talk about it a lot in there.
They tend to point to the trail, don't they, when they want you around?
Right.
But if they're sort of pointing away from the trail,
They've had a bad day or
yeah,
something's angered them.
they are upset by something, maybe some
Like in
logging.
Nordegg when there was, it looked like there was logging going on. They didn't like that, did
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't it two to the same direction? Want you there, pointing at each other. Don't want you there.
Yeah.
Well, but if it's pointing towards each other, but they're pointing both at the trail,
Yeah.
that's acceptable. If they're pointing up and down the trail in opposite directions, then yeah, they don't want you there. So
It's just strange as well that, like, you come to these sort of sites and you see all these tree breaks, and then when you travel from one site to the other, you don't see any tree breaks in
Right.
between.
Yeah.
It's only when you get to these areas. So if it was happening everywhere, then you would think, oh, well,
No big deal.
Yeah,
Guys, if they happen naturally, we'd see them in England, and we don't.
yeah.
Sure.
not often. No, we've had the odd tree break, but there have been sightings in England and Scotland, but I don't know.
And I say no to that. So they showed me the tree. They attempted to show me a tree break. I didn't see the top of it, but it could have happened naturally. So and remember, guys, I always substantiate with multiple breaks in a particular area.
Yeah.
Because they can somewhat look a little bit Thaden. Leslie says, shout out to Todd and Thaden from Leslie, Texas. Hello, Leslie.
Hello,
I know your
Leslie.
expedition will be amazing. So Leslie, the structure that we couldn't find, that I took you out, that maybe I shouldn't have, that kind of messed up your legs and was a very difficult hike. We found it, and I've got it mapped so I can take people there. So I am a full-time researcher. If you can easily afford it, you can feel free to make a donation, because guys, do you believe me when I tell you I do Sasquatch research?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thaden, what do I do for a living?
You come out here and do a Sasquatch review.
That's it. This is my job. This is what I do. If you're passionate about the discovery of
That and
Sasquatch,
YouTube.
right? Well, YouTube is about Sasquatch. This is YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube for Sasquatch. Oh, this is Mark. Miss you, man. Hope your discovery is moving forward. Yeah, we're doing great out here. Mark, we got burned out though, bro. Like, we got burned the hell out of here from those forest fires. They affected us. So people always ask me for expeditions, hey, are the forest fires affecting? Like, nah, because maybe it was like a 1% chance. It hit finally, but the campsite didn't get burned out. And we're back on track, guys. We got some really good rain today, like we talked about. It's going to nullify these forest fires out here, and we're back on track. So radium is a go for the rest of the year. I'm very excited about it. Do tree breaks mean different things? Yeah, we were just talking about how they mean stay away or you're welcome here. Greetings, Todd. Send Sasquatch some positive thoughts for me. Thank you, Cappy McCappy. We're all doing that. We're all real passionate about this discovery. So, you could, maybe James. So, what happened? How did we first even meet up or have a discussion happening?
I wrote a book about Sasquatch, starring Todd.
Yep.
Sent it to you, and that's how we're here, isn't it?
Yeah, it was very cool. How old were you when you did that?
11.
11 years old.
And he's
So-
14 now, so
Going on 15 in what, 12 days ish?
Oh, wow.
we kept trying to come out to see you, didn't we? And we just kept getting told we
Well,
couldn't.
it was just COVID.
It was COVID.
Yeah, so it's held us all back significantly. Tree structure, can you tell how many are in the area? I don't know if the tree structure tells you how many in the area. I kind of had a thought to that, but actually I'm starting to heavily think no, because I believe there's a tribe of Sasquatch in these particular areas. I believe there's a chief with a tribe, and that means there's, like, you know, the equivalent of like a village of them. I'm wrong, but I'm just approximating based on you know, what I know. So Stu and James living the dream.
Oh,
You
that's our mate, Mike.
That's your mate?
That's
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Mike.
good to see you, Mike. You've got up late or
Oh,
early.
no kidding, yeah.
It's about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Are you guys living the dream?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're enjoying yourself?
You're coming with us next time, Mike.
So Zach is, hey Mark. Oh, Zach's up here. So Zach was also, I told you guys about Zach in the carnivore diet. He was the one that got really ill. So we're out here talking, guys. This is so much about health, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, you know, emotional health. We're all focused on that. And I've turned into this like guru of health and wellness, because if you're not happy, you're not in your bliss, you're not at your highest level, the Sasquatch aren't interested in you and won't come around you. So Tim asks, what's your thoughts on telepathy with Bigfoot? I think we call it mind speak. I don't think that's how people get their interaction with Sasquatch. You got to have some mind speak ability. These guys don't meditate at all.
Well, we did once, didn't we, in Nordic?
We did, and we'll work on it some more. We've been just like kicking ass, like so
Yeah,
busy
it's
with all
so
this stuff.
good. It's
Yeah.
like there's not so much to do in so little time, isn't there? You know.
Right. Yeah, there's the elk trail, there's the black bear
Yeah.
trail. You guys aren't going to see that. We're never going to get to that. So, yeah, we're going to have only 3 days out here. We had 3 days in Nordegg. So,
We're just gonna have to come back.
the
Part 2.
Mitman Aaron says, the man who tore the Sasquatch structure down, Zach?
Oh.
I don't know. Are you the man that tore the Sasquatch structure down? That sucks. Do Sasquatch free lay south of Rukon? I don't know.
Oh
what
no,
that
that's Mike again. Do Sasquatch free lay south of Runcorn?
is. And what does that mean?
They do actually.
They
Oh,
do?
he's just completely crazy.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore him.
So I'm going to just ignore him. Hello, Todd. Tim from Ohio. What's your take on the tree bends and tree bends? Well, tree bends, we saw some. You know what? As of the Penner structures, man, there's some tree bends, and you made a stop, and we found another tree bend. So they do bend trees. I learned that with James in northern British Columbia. And we're
there's
seeing
some
just more about
tension
it.
there as well, isn't there? So like when you
Yeah.
tried to move the tree, it was wanting to spring back again.
Yeah.
So it has been tucked under, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, and remember the ones we saw that were like ground against the other tree?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
literally, it looked like a grinder had come along this tree and ground out the sides where these two trees were rubbing. Where these Sasquatch
Yeah.
rubbed these trees together.
And James had a go at doing a tree break, didn't you? And he managed to snap it, but it wasn't clean at all.
No,
was
well,
it?
it absolutely it burst, didn't it?
Mhm.
It come off
Yeah.
completely.
Kind of
It weren't-
exploded.
Weren't
Did-
anything like a
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
When you really get down to the semantics of it, it's to do what they do. These guys are in the right where they say, man, human beings can't do that. So it's absolutely astonishing. Follow the deer. He'll follow the deer, and he will not be
Another one of you.
too far behind. Follow the deer. Well, guys, out here, like there's elk and moose and tons of deer. I wouldn't know which way to go. That's what we see mostly on the thermals as we go droning, is mostly deer. So
Big shout to Billinge, Mike.
Billing
Wigan. Wigan.
and the team we love.
nice.
That's North England.
Yeah.
I could do that again.
No, it's Billinge, St Helens, Mike, because St Helens, we don't want Wigan, we don't want St Helens.
So, are you all being affected by the smoke or fires? The smoke, it's dead now.
It's just affecting
Yeah.
the views, that's all it's been affecting, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's gone now because of the rain. Because
Yeah.
of the heavy rain.
It looks
so-
much clearer now, so it's gotten much better. So, just proudly and happily join Patreon. Anything for the cause. Thank you so much, Melissa. Really appreciate the donations. Maine here, so man, just all over the world. I bet we'll have a couple Aussies pop in here. So, 2 ways to document your Bigfoot encounter: bigfootencounter@gmail.com, or go to the website. The website is discoveringbigfoot.org, and that / to forums. So everybody's gonna say hi, Andy. Hey y'all, thinking Bigfoot could be from another galaxy? Absolutely not. Again, I've said this before, and I'll talk on it real quick. They are literally like, if anybody looks like they're from another galaxy, you should see us. Look at the jackets. Look at the clothing that we wear.
Yeah.
They're naked, running around here, no different than the bears or the deer. They're the most indigenous looking beings out here. And the stuff they do with the tree breaks and the structures, the way they walk, they're so indigenous, guys. If anybody's from another galaxy, you're looking at the aliens right here.
Yeah.
So 100%. We've had a lot of rain, thankfully, lately here in Alberta. Yeah, Zach, we really need it. Hey, George from Redwood City, California. Love your videos. Hey, George? Who's George? We're saying hi to him, because I'm not George. Are you George?
Maybe they're saying gorge. You like gorgeous shop for gorgeous?
Oh, okay, maybe it's an English thing.
I think they're looking at me.
Hey, oh, hey, gorgeous. Joe here in Pennsylvania. Hello, Joe. Jody, what do you think about someone who tears down what they built, so they disrespect? It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stopped watching the channel. It broke my heart. They did that somebody did that on purpose. Oh my God, it's literally disgusting. It's the shite of humanity that would do something so disrespectful. Like today, like we're walking through all these structures, all these tree brands, and we're walking very cautiously. Try not even to break, like I told Thaden today, not even breaking a branch.
Yeah, when we go up to these structures, you're trying to you don't want to disturb it, and you're looking
Anything.
out for footprints, and
Yeah.
you want to preserve them.
Like we saw an X today, and there were
Yeah.
some branches that were on one of the trees that really made it like impossible to have been done easily. Like even I couldn't even figure out how to get that done, because when there's no branches broken on a particular tree and a tree had to be busted through those branches to be where it sits, how did it get there? And I literally show this to these guys. It's just more really significant evidence, and you can't break a branch. You can't. Even he walked over. James walked over, and I was like, "Where were you stepping?" He's like, "Oh shit, did I just step?" Yeah, you did. So because it's all so important. It's also it really matters to help substantiate what's going on here. So Mitten Man Aaron, man, who tore down the structure down only does that at sturdy locations, a different approach. So Mitten Man Aaron did not tear down the structures like it was sounding like. So yeah, it's awful stuff. Hope you all get some memories and memories.
Oh my God, yeah, memories. Wow.
Yeah,
Blimey.
yeah, I'll never forget it.
Well, I'm documenting some of this anyway, so the amount of footage and pictures and film, you know, I could probably do 2 documentaries with all,
Right.
with all the footage I've got.
We got a lot more to go too.
Oh
So
yeah.
Me and Wildlife loved your documentary. Thank you, Tim. Northern Minnesota, Obidjua, love you, Todd, in your videos. Thank you. Much respect to you, and if you're an Obidjua man, respect to that. Hello from Summersfield, Florida. Lots of people from Florida. That's pretty cool.
Vasava Hannes. That's Mike again.
Vasava. I thought we were supposed to just ignore him.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I don't want to ignore you. I think it's pretty cool you're still up always. Joe, do you know what he is set up for a long time? Why go around spreading half amount info? I don't know what that's about. You live an absolutely best life. So lucky. I totally agree. This is wonderful. So it's taking care of people, making sure they're safe, knowing the area. It's a job. Like I'm not out here just on vacation dicking around. I got to keep these people safe. I got to know where I'm going. We're cooking food, feeling things. Like it's.
He's totally looking after us. It's like, and the knowledge as well. It's not just about Sasquatch. It's about tracking. It's about the wildlife. It's about nature.
This
man knows everything. He's like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, and I really have a lot more to learn too.
Yeah.
How many officers go? I know that Barry and I forgot it, or this one. So, tell us, Stu and James. I'm watching them. Brilliant.
Nice one, Mike. We knew we could rely on you.
How does anyone even go out that Andy? I don't disagree, but it's only speculation. So you guys are talking amongst yourselves. That's cool. I think tree breaks are markers that show where they've been and which way they are going and at what point. Absolutely, Marcus. Even like I'm showing these guys out here. What's really amazing is when we're out here and we see a tree break that's 5 years old, 10 years old. We have a history of tree breaks. That means the area has, and that's what I look for. If I go into an area and I find tree breaks all 5 years old, what's the point? They were here 5 years ago. They haven't been here for 5 years. I need to see a history. And out here, guys, man, we see a history. We've seen tree breaks that are, you know what? I haven't shown you guys. Oh man, you guys, we haven't even gone scout. Like there's tree breaks that are 2 months old, 2 weeks old. Yeah. We've got so much. And
the reason we know they're 2 months old is because they've got like foliage still on there, so that we know that they've obviously grown in spring. It's been snapped, and now they're just starting to turn brown, so you can sort of gauge that that's a couple of months old, because they're deciduous trees with the green leaves that fall off. They're not pine trees.
No.
And I can't believe how many trees other than pine that we've seen with breaks. You know? So, and that was a lot. They were all done on the same day. The poplar, wasn't it?
Right. Those were amazing. That was a Nordegg.
Yeah.
That was the style of a particular individual leaving a particular message that we're just not completely aware of, but we're learning and we're working on it. And but I mean, it's brilliant. That's they like to say it's brilliant.
It's brill.
Brill. Okay, James, you say brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant with the accent.
It's sound as a pound, man.
Yeah. Todd, thank you so much for your research. You're trying to protect these species. I've seen one in northern India in the winter of 2001. Been obsessed ever since. Hope to join you one day. Hope to have you out here, sir. It's been these expeditions are absolutely magnificent. I learn so much. I get tested so much. We grind, we work it out. It's been absolutely amazing, and I love taking these people out and enjoy it. In Todd we trust. Thank you, Ryan. So Mark and Zach.
Trust as well.
Yeah. Otherwise you don't get to live.
Yeah.
Well,
kept us safe.
I tell you, when we saw that big blackbird, he's pretty big, big, young, beautiful blackbird. These guys were like, and he looked up at the drone. They all look up at the drone, don't they? And it was kind of like, I'll kick your ass. Like he's a bad, super black, right?
The most
super
dangerous
thick.
thing we have in our country is like fox or a badger.
So yeah, a beautiful black bear, but
Yeah.
we're gonna be okay out here. We're doing good. So those are not so Phil sees these are not friendly forest people. Out here they are. We sure are, and we're seeing that in the breaks. We're seeing that in the interactions that we get. So you should come out to Nordegg this weekend, Mark. Oh, so you guys are you guys have each other's phone numbers. Don't go chatting on my live show.
And leave the mushrooms alone.
Yeah. Oh, we're not talking about that.
All
that's
right,
that's
okay.
our own little secret. So
Yeah, yeah.
would love to go on expedition. This is Jewel, but unfortunately we got disabled. Well, we're literally thinking about fit or unfit you are, or if you have a disability, you should give us a call. I've got things to like just here at base camp. We've we've had some people that were unable to hike around almost hardly at all, and they came out here and had a really good time and had some pretty significant success. So don't count yourself out. Don't tell me it's not possible. I'm not the guy
I've
that.
learned that off Aiden.
Yeah.
Don't tell him he can't cut a tree down because
Right,
he can anything
right.
he wants to.
Right. So yeah. So we're it's all possible. It all can be done. Can.
Can't.
What do you think? What do you think Sasquatch pop? What do you think? What do you think the population of Sasquatch? This is from Tim, and I just it's in my documentary. I said 15,000. I'm thinking probably double that, to be really honest. Maybe 30,000.
Is that just in Canada or around the world?
I think I'm talking North America. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to speak for the Yowie that are in Australia that I'm very convinced exist. I don't think the Sasquatch are in the southern, like South America. I don't think that they're there. The Yeti and the Yeren are in Russia and China. And John Bitternagel taught me about Sasquatch in Africa, African Sasquatch. And you listen to John Bitternagel, man, he spent a lot of time out there and he knows. So worldwide, I wouldn't even be able to speculate. But I think we could hit 30,000 here in North America. And so we'll ask these guys. So they're from England, and they've seen the amounts of terrain. Do you think we could have 30,000 Sasquatch hiding out in the bush here?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is like, these are oceans and oceans. They just go on and on and on.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were flying over here, we just couldn't believe how vast.
Right. But there's no abundance of animals here or berries or food to eat,
Oh no.
right? So they're out here picking berries, eating berries all day, seeing the animals, the deer that are around, the meat sources, the elk, the beautiful moose. We got aerial of this moose in Nordegg, guys.
There's substance everywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, this moose was gorgeous. I tell you, this moose, he was 1.1 kilometers away from where we were sitting, and we could have went down the road. He was a couple hundred yards off the road. This beautiful brown moose, man. Boom, we would have been eating delicious. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go get me some meat, guys. So yeah, didn't he look tasty? He had like, he was young.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not look at him and go, you're just so delicious. Beautiful. Cooey from the Yowie. There we go. We got Ozzy down there. That's from the Yowie mob down under. So what do you say? Ozzy. Oi.
Yeah. Good eye, mate.
Good eye.
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Agree to disagree. That's good. We can agree to disagree out here, gentlemen. I see there's a big conversation. That's cool. Hey, guys, looking good out there. This is Julie. We appreciate you. I noticed that there's gorillas snap your trees using the body weight hanging off the tree. Really? But you know what? If we we were talking about that today, and James was talking about that. He made a break with leverage.
Yeah, I did.
And it's not
And
the
it looked
same,
nothing,
guys.
Nothing like.
Is he talking about if it climbed a tree, it might snap the tree?
Right,
because
right.
of the body weight.
Right. And again, with leverage, right?
Yeah.
So,
They might stand on each other's shoulders to do the tree breaks. We even talked about EMF, haven't we? Just
yeah, frequency.
that's another ball game altogether. Isn't
Yes.
It,
So I looked in the chat earlier and I saw some of the modders putting in B at M. What does that mean?
We're not going to be able to figure that out. So, I personally would never tear one down, just for the record. Thank you. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you, Oklahoma. Stay safe. God bless. Hello, Tim. Golf Beast. Todd, the video from Russia with baby Sasquatch in the living room. Baby, yeah, I don't know anything about that. That seems a little preposterous to me. You have the video? Golf Beast says you have the video? Well, I'd like to see it.
Is that the baby Sasquatch in a cage?
Oh, you heard about that?
I've seen it.
And what'd you think?
It's in a cage and they've got it captured. It's some old footage.
Old.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
What?
I just think I don't know if it's real or not. It looks quite convincing. Like everything, it's a bit grainy and it's not very good quality. But I don't know. It's if they have captured one, it's a little bit cruel, isn't it? Really?
Well, send me the link, bigfootencounter@gmail.com. I'd like to see that. Well, you'll send me the link.
Yeah.
Jody says, I love your work. I appreciate that. Hello from Arkansas. I thought the goal was to gain Sasquatch respect. It is. I think we're being very respectful. Thank you for mentioning that, Andy. Discovery is trying to get the video to me. Cool, that's cool. Love your work. Thank you, Kadar. Need to send you a video. Cool. What's crazy today, too, is I really appreciate you all being here because I definitively said that I would not be doing a show this week because I knew we'd be, I thought for sure we'd be burned out of radium. I didn't think we'd have internet because we don't have internet in Nordegg. We were literally tenting. It was all the way back to the roots. Tenting, sleeping bag, air mattresses.
Yeah.
No heat, no trailer, no, I didn't tell these guys this, but a bear jumps on your tent, you're in, it's gonna be a bad night.
Well, we did 3 days wild camping in Nordegg, and so it's been much more comfortable.
Right, here in Radium. Yeah.
In a proper bed.
Proper bed.
Proper bed.
Proper.
Yeah. So.
Aye.
Good.
So
good.
let's see what we got here, Leo. Do you think?
It quite tickles my fancy.
Do you think Sasquatch are prehistoric people? Well, no. They've evolved. No more than.
They've evolved more than we have.
Yeah, and no more prehistoric than a gorilla or a chimpanzee. A gorilla or a chimpanzee are the highest evolution of that lineage, right? So, and I'm seeing out here, my hope is that these new younger Sasquatch that are growing up around us will take it to the next level of the old conservative guard, right? Even with these 2 young men out here, I'm never gonna stop doing Sasquatch research. I feel young. I may not look like it, but I sure feel young. I tell you, I got decades and decades of this ahead of me. And when I can't hike anymore and I can't do this, you think I'm not gonna have people that take my place?
He'll do it.
You bet your ass. I'm gonna have a lot of people that are coming up after me. I'm making sure that there are people that are trained and very knowledgeable. He's not allowed to be a Sasquatch researcher. I'll kick his butt. But neither is my daughter. But just because I want a different life for them, and if he defies me and ends up doing this, it is what it is. So, why is there no legit video from them yet? I don't know who you're speaking of, JC Shark. I have legit. Are you talking about me? I have legit videos as
What
like
about
hell.
Patterson Gimlin as well? There's lots of legit video. Just
JC,
gotta look for
but he
it.
might be talking about like some particular research group or something.
Oh, right.
Some people need to get caught up in the need for reaction evidence. Thank you for that, Andy. The video on YouTube is called "Baby Sasquatch Caught by Russian Couple." Thank you,
That's
Golfies.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go look it up.
No, you won't. You're gonna stay here and do a darn live show. We only got like 10 more minutes. All right. Do you coexist with Russian and Ronnie? Do you coexist with Russ and Ronnie Amira? I don't know who that is. I like to cooperate with anybody who will cooperate with me, so I'm pretty easygoing. Do you think they eat people? Sasquatch? I do not. I have no evidence to substantiate
You don't
that.
need to.
Yeah.
They've got enough abundance here. haven't
Right?
they? Yeah.
And why would you eat a... You know what? Judging... I don't know how to talk about this in a nice way, but people scat is nasty. Deer scat, elk scat, bear scat. I've shown them bear scat. It's very clean. It's got berries in it. We've seen pine marten scat, grouse scat. The animals that are out here are so clean and so amazingly healthy. Why would you eat a nasty human being? Like, nasty. Ugh, people would be so nasty.
With all that stuff, all that junk food that humans eat, with all of
Oh,
that
man.
preservatives and E numbers, why do they want to eat a human?
I'm doing my live show. Do you mind? Baby Russian, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I told you not to do it. I asked you not to do it. You can do that later. They have black fingernails. You mean like that?
Yeah.
But you know what? Gorillas have black fingernails like that, and I agree. The man has to swatch on leash. The man has to swatch on leash. Okay. Todd, have you felt threatened when you get all too close? Yes. They're big and huge and terrifying and enormous. And even if I don't know if I felt threatened. I've been threatened by them. Yes, I've had threatening encounters with them. I've had very scary stuff happen. So half the time I go into a research area and the Sasquatch don't want me there. The reason I know that is I feel threatened. So half the time I leave an area and I don't come back if I feel threatened. So hello Chub64, thank you for tuning in today. Are the young men learning a lot? Well, are you guys learning a lot?
Yeah. Oh, can't.
Incredible.
What about the old man?
It's like information overload.
Right?
It's like, and it's all going too fast.
Yeah, it
and,
is. It is.
I need to come back and just keep doing this. I'd like to do this once a year. Thank you.
Yeah, we should make that happen. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful gift, and
Todd's a great tracker, and he's a great teacher as well.
Oh, thanks so
Learning so
much.
much, and
yeah.
this guy's yeah, he's genuine.
Do you think I know the area well?
Like back of your hand.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. Like with Survivor Man and the PhDs I've taken out, nobody ever questions that I'm not out here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so boots on the ground. I've got thousands of days of backcountry wilderness experience. When you come out with me, you're going to see it right away. You're going to recognize it. You're going to be comfortable. So I've been doing this for so long, and it's not going to end. I get better and I grow. Like even we learned about the penny bun mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You see how even I'm learning, and the abundance and the edibility. Like there's layers, guys. Like it's just never going to stop with me. I'm going to have to walk around with little encyclopedia notes.
You're learning a few English terms as well. Aren't you?
Right.
A few English words.
Right, so they can't say H, so they say at, as that means hat, and they don't do T's too well. Say bottle,
Bottle.
bottle, and at.
At.
Give me that at's on my bottle, right? So,
Yeah.
but it's I am English. The standing name is English in roots, and I love the terminology. Hayden, we're just having fun, right? Like we're loving the accents and stuff.
Are the young men learning a lot?
Yeah, we already got that one of them.
James already knew before he came out. He wrote a book.
Yeah, so. I have an audio recorder outside and just heard something awesome. Congratulations. It's funny, Central Michigan Bigfoot and Wildlife. I will phone people who are in Alaska, Nia Bay, Michigan, wherever. I'll phone them and they'll have Sasquatch throwing rocks at the house, or when they're done on the phone with me, they have incredible Sasquatch interactions. I don't think that's a coincidence. There's like an energy that goes on. Like even that's one of the reasons I went to Nia Bay is every time I'd phone Larry and Nalia, Sasquatch would toss a rock at the house or something like that. They'd have, or in Alaska, I need to get up to Alaska. That lady that works up there, every time I call her, she goes outside and the Sasquatch are losing their mind. That's not a coincidence. There's energy that's flowing. There's something deeper that I don't understand. Even I learned this too when I was working with natives out here on a particular reserve. They called me one time and goes, "Can you tell us before you go public?" So Jake's photograph for the first time went public, and the Sasquatch went nuts in particular reserves because the energy was out there. It's something I've learned. I was in denial of a long time, and now it's really very obvious to me. And it's something that it's an immensely important part of this discovery. It's very spiritual. It's very connected to the earth. And it's very obvious to me. And anybody who's not on that journey, you got to get there. We got to work that out. Your spirituality, your meditation, your connecting to the natural world is all hand in hand. And that's all I talk about out here. Is get that all together. I taught these guys about the word human.
Yeah.
Right? Go look it up. What does it really mean? What do you think kept those Bigfoot from actually attacking you that night that you've been surrounded by them? They were never attacking me. They were actually trying to get me to do a spiritual animal ritual, which is a spot you got to see today.
We went up
Yeah,
there today,
we
yeah.
went
We
today.
saw the actual spot where they surrounded you with the
Yeah.
when you had the flares, yeah.
Yeah, and now they could really get a perspective of what was scaring me because they were pushing me back in, and they could see where in and out was because there's only one trail. Why I was but it was me being completely ignorant. They were trying to help me. They were trying to do good by me, and I didn't understand, and now I do. So already asked me if they eat people. I do not think so. We just talked about if Sasquatch are almost in every state, I believe. There could be at least 1 million out there. Whoa, that's pretty brave.
Well, you think of me, I mean, 1 million in a massive country like this. I mean, what was the 60 million in our country?
Yeah,
And yet, how many's here? 30 million?
30 million people in Canada.
And yet your country's vastly
Yeah.
greater than our country, so there's plenty of space for. You could easily fit a few million.
Yeah, and respect to you, Phil. I'm gonna just respectfully disagree because it freaking scares me that there could be that many. It scares me that human beings could actually be that ignorant because we kind of are, aren't we? Like it's pretty scary how ignorant we are. So respect. I disagree, but you could be right. Who knows?
I agree actually.
You agree? Well, I disagree with you then too. Damn it.
Let's have it out now.
let's have a word battle here. Let's do a dance off. So.
Yeah, all right.
Blue Vandal, tell you son it means the boom. Thank you. Have a good night, Jody. Thanks for tuning in, Jody. Hey Todd and group. Hello, Sasquatch Mountain Mama. Can I have a look? Sasquatch Mountain Mama. What a funny name. So I don't see we have Ashley on here today. She's probably listening. If she hasn't heard it yet, she will be. What do we got here? Todd, click the link in the YouTube. Thank you for that. I will. Do you think you have a watcher right now? Do you think Sasquatch is watching us right now?
Well, they were watching us at Nordegg.
Yeah, who can know? We don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's nothing to suggest they are, but there was nothing to suggest they were at Nordeg, so...
I suppose we might find out if we check the apples.
Hmm.
'Cause that's not only around there, it's not that far away, is it? And if they're there, they're gonna see us here. What do you think, Todd?
Hmm.
Maybe the Bigfoot video was fake.
Is anybody's hair standing on end? Can you feel any presence?
I think yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, since you said that,
Mm.
this is Ari Ranson. I think yes, and we're gonna find out. So here's my prediction. My prediction is yes, and my prediction is if I'm right, we have to go figure that out. And if we don't have evidence to substantiate that, then can you imagine if we heard a rock knock or something, or a Sasquatch? Guys, we literally like a bear could come charging out of this forest at any moment. This is freaking wilderness, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there's wilderness here. Like, this is like bears have walked right through here. There's no fences. There's mountain lions, bears. A pack of wolves could come charging through here and have. Like, you are in the backcountry, hella middle of nowhere. Ask the guys from Manchester if they believe you. If they believe me. Like,
Totally believe you.
Absolutely.
what's stopping that black bear that we saw today from
Nothing.
popping out of the bush right over there?
It just crossed the road in front of us.
Right?
I mean, we were just like, I couldn't get my phone out fast enough to try and film it.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Gun stops them.
Gun stops them, yeah. A gun will stop them. So, but we won't focus on that. Jacob, to something I can't pronounce. Hi, super excited about the work you're doing. I've been a believer all my life. I hope to one day experience my own sighting and contact. Keep up the great work. And you know what? That's what this is all about. This is about connecting all of humanity with Sasquatch. And I'd like to have 100 Discovering Bigfoot research centers all across North America. So that's the goal, is to have just thousands and thousands of people out experiencing this. So, but I don't expect to have a Discovering Bigfoot research center in England. Sorry, Stu.
Yeah, I know where we could fit one. Well,
You do?
Yeah, we'll go up to the Lake District or in Scotland.
Been following you since the documentary I saw on Netflix. Best one I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Mellow Holic. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Todd, the baby Sasquatch. So, Thaden, what's your thoughts on the baby Sasquatch? You've seen it?
Fake.
You don't think it's real?
Fake.
I don't think it's real.
What do you think, Stu?
I think it's fake.
Yeah.
The nose looked way too, like in your things. Their nose looked like this almost.
Oh, yeah. But because they call this the aquatic nose, and we're like the aquatic ape. I strongly agree. And the Sasquatch share that nose. This hooded nose, guys, can put you in water where you can swim.
Yeah.
And mammalian diving reflex and other things. I'm sure Sasquatch are going to have those abilities. Well, remember this. I know it's hard to swallow this, but they're literally the same species. So if you're seeing a nose that's upward, that's horrifically different. That's non-aquatic. That's non-aquatic, and you look kind of like a pig man from Seinfeld. But that is going to be a pretty big red flag for me to swallow. So, hey Todd, do you think that Bigfoot live underground? No. The Aleutian, Mexico, which are little green Bigfoot, probably they're said to live underground.
What do you think they live in caves?
Sasquatch? In the winter, I think they'd find thermals. Like, we're going to go to the Radium Hot Springs in a couple days, and there are thermals out here, you know, like crazy. What's up?
I just found a cool question.
Mhm.
Billy Bro Bopple asked, "Do you think that Bigfoots are supernatural beings like Nephilim?"
Nephilim are biblical.
They're like fallen angels, aren't they?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
The thing about them is like they're giant men supposedly.
right. The Nephilim thing has been talked about a lot. It's very biblical, and I don't see it. But the supernatural. What is supernatural? If a bear looks at me and I've got lights and I can fly up in the air in my helicopter, is he going to think I'm supernatural?
Do they think they can cloak, or they go through portals? You know, is that supernatural?
And is it something we're capable of? Since they're the same species, I would say yes. I think that they have, you know what, they do have, from Stu, the wood breaks, the tree breaks that you've seen, the bent wood that you've seen, some of it's kind of beyond comprehension. It does seem, I would say that's supernatural.
Yeah, you try and work it out, and it's just so complex. It starts hurting your head, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like there's no way it's naturally happened like that.
Mhm.
They're so intertwined and what's like elaborate, aren't they?
And that huge tree break that you and James found today.
Yeah.
James was losing his mind over
It's
that.
about what was it? About 5 or 6 inches thick.
Yeah.
Clean break.
I've
Really
got
clean,
big
yeah.
hands, right?
Hands.
Hands.
Got big
I've
hands.
got big hands. And
Yeah.
it wouldn't even go around. It was like that.
Yeah. And how there's not enough power.
Not only
in
was
nature.
that broken over, it was kind of
Intertwined into a structure.
Yeah. I like the way he says structure.
structure.
Intertwined into a
Intertwined.
structure. We're all here. Are you guys Beatles people or Elvis people?
Beatles.
Right.
Come
They,
on.
they like Elvis.
Yeah, we
So-
like them. We
but-
like them both.
But here I am I'm an Elvis man. I like the Beatles, but I sure like Elvis. A lot of Sasquatch researchers are coming down with illness or passing away. Does this all concern you?
Sasquatch researchers are coming down with illnesses.
Well, is it
Are you
COVID?
getting a cold?
No. I'm telling you, Leo, the people I'm working with, the people I'm training, we're all super healthy. We're doing amazing, and this research isn't going anywhere. So, you know, I know about Claudia Ackley, and you know, rest in peace, Claudia Ackley. Greatly, it was good knowing you in the time that I spent. But no, life goes on. You know, people pass, and it sucks, but life goes on, and that's just the way it is. So, and they pass on. John Benerigo, that man is alive and well, doing Sasquatch research with me every day. I talk about him all the time. He's taught me so much. He has passed on, and what he has taught me and all that he's done in the community of Sasquatch and teaching people is alive and well.
God rest his soul.
Yeah. Gold Beast, do you say it was running around living room with a leash? Yeah, I don't know. So, do you think Sasquatch are Nephilims? I do not. I don't think there's any relation between biblical Nephilims and Sasquatch. Just gonna do a couple more questions because we're into an hour here, guys. Stu, your beard is looking particularly good in the Canadian wilderness. That's because it's got Rocky Mountain Douglas fir.
I'm usually putting
Pine needles.
beard balm on combing this, and all I've used is pine needles
Yeah,
and
it's
pine
beautiful.
resin and ice
Yeah.
water.
Woo! Did the Sasquatches hear me yell? I think yes.
Yeah.
Do you think they are more human brain than ape brain? They're a species of human. I think they're more. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. The stuff I've seen and the stuff I've witnessed, I believe they are definitively more intelligent than human being. And I know we're technologically advanced. I know we're highly intelligent, but the stuff I've seen is absolutely genius. And that's my opinion, based on what I've seen. So, do you think Bigfoot or Nephilim? Ask me that. The man has a baby Sasquatch. You're still talking about that same thing. Do you believe they communicate? Do I believe Sasquatch communicate with telepathy? No, I don't believe it. I absolutely know it. I have empirical evidence and data to substantiate that fact. Yes, they do communicate telepathically. I believe if you're around a Sasquatch and he's whooping, or you hear calls off in the distance, it's for you. They don't need to talk like that. They have abilities to telepathically communicate. And I don't think so. I know so. I have so much evidence. I've talked about the remote viewing, the remote speaking, the dreams and stuff, and I've shown these guys that evidence, the stuff I've experienced with Kyle and Ashley, and even my own son. There's significant stuff going on here. So we're going to wrap it up, guys. Stu, final thoughts? What are you feeling about your expedition?
I'm absolutely loving it, and I can't get enough, to be honest. I'm looking forward to the rest of the week, but I just want it to go really slow. It's going too fast.
Awesome.
I love it.
James?
Exactly the same. It's beautiful and it's brilliant.
Brilliant, wonderful thing. Kiddo, my son?
I'm excited for what the rest of the days may entail, and awesome questions, and yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you very much.
See ya.
I am Todd, standing out on expedition live in the northern Canadian wilderness. I'll be back next week for sure. More videos to come, more evidence. You have no idea what's happening, guys. We're exploring. This discovery is happening. There will be new, amazing, incredible discoveries happening on expedition here. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye for now.